Have you had to give up some of your favorite eyeshadow looks since you got into your 40s because things just don't look the same and they don't stay on the same way? Well, if so, you're going to want to watch today's video because I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite smoky eye look, except with a few tweaks along the way to allow your hooded eyes to pop and for your makeup to stay on all day long. Hi, I'm Violet Rainwater, and I'm the host of the Women of Tomorrow show, where we bridge the gap between business development and spiritual growth. All right, ladies, for today's smoky eye, the only thing I have on my lid, and I really want to recommend that you start using this anytime you wear any eyeshadow, because as we get older, our skin gets drier. And so, unless we start with this crucial foundational step, which is a primer, and I already have some primer on right now, it's the only thing I have on my lids. And the primer that I recommend that I love is this one, but there's a lot of great primers out there. This is from Thrive. Thrive is another non toxic makeup brand that I love. But today, for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using some smoky browns from my mascara collection, and I will go ahead and list all the colors, but these are the colors we're going to be doing. The look that I'm going to share with you today, you can actually use it with grays, with greens, with blues. I even use it with plums, but it's really just about the technique. So if you just follow these tips and the techniques that I give you, any smoky eye that you attempt to do will look smoking all day long. All right, so once you have your primer on, the very next step is using some translucent powder to just set the primer and really just create a clean canvas for your eyelid. I also like to use Thrive for this. And so I'm simply going to put in, this is one of my mascara brushes. It's the two-sided. I'm going to use the fluffy end. And I'm simply going to put it all over my lid just to smooth it out. And what I find is that when I do this, it allows the application, anything I put on top, to go on much, much smoother. Okay. All right. Great. Now we are ready for color. All right, here is one of the first tricks I want to share with you. So when I was younger, I would always start by putting a lighter shade on the bottom. And what I found is that by actually putting in a little bit of a darker shade, so not super dark, kind of a medium shade, it actually has this way of opening up my eye a little bit more because I don't have as much space. See, ladies, as we age, it's this part right here that starts to descend just ever so slightly. And so we really need to create this illusion of an opening, of an open eye. And that's why these techniques are really going to allow your eyes to pop wide open. All right, so I'm going to start off with just a flat brush. So I got this is from Thrive. They have great brushes too. So I am going to begin by just putting this medium, looks like a medium light shade, on the lower lid and working my way up into the crease. See how that looks? Great. Now, what I want you to notice is that I am going a little bit higher than my crease. So my crease is right here. I'm going to take this up just a little bit higher. Why? Because I want to create an illusion of a higher crease. All right. Next side. Again, taking it up a little bit higher. Great. All right. Step 2. Now I'm going to use my like medium dark brown, so this color right here, and I am going to just put this in right above my crease. So right here. So right at your brow bone, and then I work my way in. I don't wanna work my way out too much. And when I was younger, I was able to, when I wanted to darken things up, I would just, blend it in this corner and work my way down. But again, as we get older, ladies, we gotta work our way up. Nothing comes down. We want everything lifted. So just blending it nicely there. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do the other side. So again, it's coming in just a little bit higher than you're probably used to recreate the crease. You can see that. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other side. And what you're gonna see me doing is I am flicking out this outer corner. I learned this from one of the ladies that I follow, and this was such a great tip. Dominique, I don't know if her last name is Sache or but anyway, she's amazing and wonderful. And I'll drop a link of hers in here. But if you just flick it out, what it does is it just creates a little bit of a lift. So again, whereas you might have brought things down before, you want to bring them up. Make sure that it matches on both sides. You don't want one side darker than the other. All right. So you can see that we're starting to create this smoky effect. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in for my darkest color, and that's right here. I'm going to use this other side of that same brush. So here's the fluffy side. I'm going to use this side. To simply come in and again, right above my natural crease, create a rainbow. What this does, this darkening right above, is it is going to lift my natural crease and create some depth in my eye. Now, you're going to see me creating a V. I'm not coming down in here. I am strictly staying in the upper crease and coming down like a V into my outer corner of my eye. So do you see how that just makes it pop? And then I turn the brush around. That's why I love these brushes, ladies. I'm going to drop a link. I don't sell for mascara, but I have an affiliate link. I guess it's an equivalent to an affiliate link. And I'll drop it down below. So if you want to get any of these colors and start the mascara journey, it's going to be one that you never regret. You're going to be amazed at how beautiful your makeup looks just by using, these are cream based. So cream-based makeup does wonders for aging skin. So again, I'm just making a rainbow and bringing it down. And then I'm just going to blend. Looks like this side's a little bit lighter, so I'm just going to put a little bit more on just to even it out. The hubby and I are actually celebrating 9 years of marriage. So I have somewhere to wear this beautiful smoky eye look to. All right, I think that's about equal. Just blend that up. And again, you're just creating that flick. Now, if you have put on a little bit too much, which it looks like I did, simply by blending it out, And I blend it with the color I originally began with. And so it's that same light color I originally began with. I'm just going to go ahead and blend all of that together. There's no such thing as too much blending. Okay, so you can see here I put a little bit too much on. So I'm just going to clean this up really quick. All right, so now that I have the depth that I want, I am going to take that same color that I began with, this color right here, and this is our transitional color. I'm going to use my flat brush, and I am going to put this just above my brow. Now, not all the way to the top, just above. We're creating another layer in here. I will go ahead and go lighter right underneath my eyebrow, but for now, this is just to create like a little bit of a transition. So it's not so drastic. I find that if I go super light right above, it's just too much. It's just too light up there. And so this is just a great transitional color right before you add some highlight to the top brow. All right, now just simply blend it all together. And if you want to go darker, I recommend waiting until your eyeliner and mascara are on, because you can always go darker. You can't always go lighter. You'd have to begin again. And although there are some tricks to just blend it out a little bit, I find that, you know what, if you can just start light and work your way up, that's a much better strategy. All right, so now I'm taking my lightest color, that right there, and I'm going to simply draw a little thin line right up underneath my eyebrows and then bring it into the corner of my eye as well. If you have yet to try adding white eyeshadow to the corner of your eye, you're going to be amazed at how much of a pop it gives you. It's really nice. See that? Not pretty? All right, now we're ready for some eyeliner. The very first eyeliner that I like to use is I like to use white eyeliner. So this is actually from NYX. And I line my lower lids with this because, again, it's just going to open my eyes that much more. And it's tricky to do with one hand. Let's see here if I can maneuver this to show you. There we go. So simply starting in the corner of the eye and working your way out. Now, be careful not to put too much, because I find that if I put too much, it gets in my eyelashes and it really just looks clumpy. So just a little bit goes a long way. See how that opened me up? And now I like to use a black kohl eyeliner, and I'm going to line the upper waterline. And this, again, is just going to open my eye. And you're going to notice that I'm going to be concentrating on the outer corners. Why? Because, again, I want everything to stay up, stay lifted. Look at that difference. Okay, now the other side. All righty. And now we're ready for a little bit of a liquid eyeliner. I like to add this just on the outer corner. And again, I'm going to be flicking it out into a little bit of a cat eye, just a little bit. I'm creating a super thin line on the majority of my eye. And then when I get to the outside, I'm going to thicken it up. And then it's really about just creating another flick. The trick with a cat eye as you get older is you have to find where on your eye So before, this was lifted, when we're young, this is nice and lifted. So cat eyes are much easier. The trick with a cat eye as you get older, first of all, is practice. You have to practice. And I have found that instead of going up, going out and up has helped me recreate this classic cat eye that I love so much. Okay, now the other eye. And the liquid liner that I'm using, I love these liquid liners. They're pretty much all I use is Stila. And I'm not using a black because I find it just to be a little harsh sometimes, but I am using like a dark green, if you will. This is the color I'm using. And that just makes these browns pop just a little bit more. Now, it's important to not make your eyeliner too thick, friends, because you need the space on your lid. I see women making this mistake all the time. And I used to be able to wear really thick eyeliner on my top lid, but I can't anymore. All right, final step, ladies. Mascara. This is the most amazing mascara. This is Thrive. You're going to just be absolutely amazed that a mascara that has no toxic ingredients can work this good. I do most of, the work on the top lash line. I don't really like wearing a lot of mascara on the bottom because, again, I'm trying to bring everything up. Attention to everything lifting and not on my lower lash line. All right. So just a little bit. Hmm. All right. Now, we're not quite done. One last step, ladies, and this is going to set the whole face. Eyebrows. If you have yet started filling in your eyebrows, ladies, you are missing out. Now, I'm going to use the dark eyeshadow, and I'm using this brush. So this is one of my mascara brushes. And here's a little trick that I learned. So when it comes to lining our eyebrows, you want to begin by making a little bit of a shelf below. So just creating the frame for the eyebrow. And then once you've created the shelf, it's simply you're just using like an upward motion and filling it all in. Okay, now here's another trick. On your eyebrows, don't come all the way down to where your natural eyebrow is. Create a little flick. Why? Because we want everything lifting. We want everything to go up. And then when you're done, I can flip to the other side and look at the difference. All right, now the other one. Again, so I start off by making a shelf. And it's okay if it comes on a little much. You can always blend this in. And again, it's that little flick. All right, and now I'm just going to put a little bit of lip liner. Notice I'm using a light lip today. And that's simply because I want most of the focus to be on my eyes. All right, and I'm gonna put a little bit of gloss, and we are good to go, friends. Got a whole look. So now is the time to decide if you would like more. So I might go just a little bit darker, guys. I might go just a little bit dark, teeny bitty bit. All right. So again, I'm going to use the smaller end of my brush, just tap it like just once. And I'm simply going to darken right here, that rainbow, and bring it down. Yeah. And this is more of a nighttime look, granted. However, if you're doing videos, and I highly recommend that you are, this is just fine on video because there's something about video that makes your eyes, or all makeup really, just doesn't like I have a full face on right now, but it doesn't really seem that way. And so this is my smoky eye look. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, ladies, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure to share. And if there's any makeup looks that you'd like for me to create for you, then just drop it in the comments. I'd be delighted to create that for you. Thank you, ladies, so much, and you have a blessed day.